Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Covering both sides of the big issues with the analysis you trust on News Radio 1040 WHO.
A lot of you stream me on your smart device when you're at work or on your computer. I really appreciate it. Love to tackle work issues on your behalf. Here's one. Remote work has birthed a new swath of what is being called helicopter bosses. And that is not a good thing for your workplace. One of the guys that's my go-to to talk about these issues is productivity expert and the CEO of ActiveOps North America. That's Spencer O'Leary, who's back on my Newsmaker line. Hey, Spencer, welcome back to Iowa Radio.
Hi, good morning.
So what is a helicopter boss?
So my understanding of what people mean by a helicopter boss is a boss who micromanages their workforce. They're constantly checking in on them through the day, maybe even monitoring what they do, trying to do it through a camera or something of those means. But it's an inappropriate, in my view, level of management that really does distract an employee from being able to deliver and do their job well.
Is this an issue, Spencer, that's become exacerbated by remote work where a manager says, I can't see these people. I don't know if they're doing their job. Has that really caused this to be an issue?
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing more and more of it where, and this is just human nature taking effect. You know, managers are responsible for making sure they deliver the performance of their business. So it's always a sort of cost-quality service thing. I need to deliver the right quality of output to delight my customers. I need to do that in the right time frame, and I need to do that at the optimum cost. So managers are responsible for delivering that outcome, and they had two of the most common management controls, their eyes and their ears, taken away from them when people work from home. And we've now got a whole community of managers who work for organizations that haven't invested in technology like ours at ActiveOps to help people manage their remote workforce. And now we've got a bunch of humans who are just trying to stay in control. The natural way for them to do that is to be one of these helicopter bosses.
Well, Spencer, this is why I like talking with you about this issue, because you are with ActiveOps and you are working on these issues, this new remote workplace that we're growing in this country. So what's the answer to this?
Well, the answer for me starts with it's not caused by behavior, it's not caused by intent, it's caused by data. And it's caused by organizations having really poor data. It was hard enough to manage people when they worked from an office and you could see them and hear them every day. The home is a real challenge. So I would encourage all bosses out there, all managers out there, you've probably invested heavily in your business to enable your workforce to work from home. Now's the next stage. You need to work hard, invest in some technology, make sure you've got the right data to enable your managers to be able to manage effectively from home. And that's not just technology data, it's skills and competency, so they demonstrate the right behaviors to manage their remote workforce without having to be one of these helicopter bosses.
It's a human instinct, isn't it, Spencer? That's what comes to my mind, that if you can't see the employee, your boss is just sitting in an office stewing, right? Because they just don't know. It's like, I just know that they're watching soap operas and they're not actually at their computer. It is a human impulse, and you've got to have an answer for it, don't you?
You've got to have an answer for managers who need to feel that they're in control of the inputs and outputs of their workforce. The inputs, how many hours are worked every day, the outputs, how many widgets are done every day. Yeah. And if you don't give your managers that basic set of data, you will be unpleasantly surprised at some of the activity that goes on for them to try and feel like they're in control. So equip them with the technology, equip them with the data, and remote workforces and remote management can be a pleasant place for all.
He's a productivity expert. He works in this field every day because he is the CEO of ActiveOps North America. That is Spencer O'Leary on the Newsmaker line this morning. Spencer, thanks very much for talking with me.